It was, for me, it was initiative and motivation. You can't, we can't make you guys apply to engineering. We can't make you guys go to class. But if we wouldn't be up here, giving you our experience or our advice, if we didn't think each and every one of you guys could do it. Just the fact that you came here, even if you had to for extra credit or for a class, even that still shows initiative. You're still listening to me talk to you about it. You're still actually, instead of walking out the door and completely ignoring all the information they gave you, all the logistics on how to apply to here, how to get scholarships, you're still learning that. So just for that shows me that you guys have initiative and motivation to actually want to even get a higher education.
Yeah, answering the question about work, I have a full ride, but this semester is my first semester working, and I'm working at the Med Center as a mentorship program coordinator. And it's not because of, the money does help, but I'm using it for, I go to a lot of conferences during the year, and I just went to one like a weekend ago. I went to Florida, and then this next weekend I'm going to Ohio for the SHIP conference. So I use that to pay off for my expenses. But one of the reasons why I took the job is because I'm really into outreach, and I've been doing outreach with SHIP for a while, and part of my job will be it's really big on outreach, with coordinating events at the community colleges and going out there to high schools and talking to students and motivating them not only for engineering but also just to go for a college education, which is why I really, really like the job. And even though I'm not a transfer student, and I'm still working there, everybody else is. And what was the other one? About the Med Center. When I first started going to the Med Center, I was a little bit afraid to go because I wasn't sure they're going to kick me out because I wasn't like a transfer student. So I would hide from Anita a few times. I'm like, oh, she's going to ask me where I'm from, because I always notice her coming in and say, oh, how are you? What school are you from? So I'm like, oh, she's going to tell me I'm not allowed to be here or something. But I became really good friends with everybody, and then I started noticing a lot of people that I had seen in my classes, so then we'll start doing homework together. Most of the time, I practically lived there most of my last year, so then it was just perfect for me working there this year, because I still live there. And I don't remember what the other question was. About the engineering. When I started in my chemical engineering class, we had 2 classes of 75 introductory chemical engineering classes. By the next semester, we had about half of that. Then the year after that, we only had about 40 students in my class, and then every year, it keeps getting smaller. And the sad thing is that most of the students there are people that are already retaking it, so it's not to motivate you, but if you really want it, you won't mind taking a class again. I had to take physics twice because I got a D the first time. I had to retake it to pass the class. But I wanted the major really badly that I decided to stay in it. Everything else was going great. It was just that I wasn't that great at physics. And I'm a chemical engineering major, so I guess it doesn't really matter as much if I'm good at physics or not. But I really want a major, so I'm willing. The engineering majors are difficult, so most of the times you don't have to get it in 4 years, which is another thing that I just discovered myself. I was kind of beating myself up and trying to finish in 4 years, but I'm doing a minor, I'm doing the honors college, and that's extra job. You have to do a thesis for it. So I just recently decided to spread my degree to a 5-year, which is going to make it easier for me, especially if I'm continue working. So don't think that you have to finish in 4 years. Just take your time. If you really want it, you will take your time and finish it.
Let me just say, we mentioned engineering is difficult, and there is a high dropout rate, and I know you said to think of it as challenging. But it is so rewarding. I don't think any of us up here would consider changing majors ever, not even for a second. We love it, and it's just a passion of ours. And I think it's just great that we can take these classes, we can do this major, we can get jobs that we really enjoy in this field. So if you guys really want it, the fact that it's difficult, it won't even really be a hang-up for you, because you go for it and you'll just be so happy that you did.
But that's the best part, that it's a challenge, you know what I'm saying? Because at least you know that you tried and you totally deserve this degree. When you get it, it'll be just even that much better. And like another cool thing is she was talking about passion. And when you're in your classes, like it's really interesting and it's really fun. Like for me, I'm just weird, but when I do my homework, I get so pumped up. Like, I can't do my homework at night because I get so pumped up that I can't sleep. I get so excited. I really do. I really do. I was high-fiving him the other day every time I did a Diffie-Q problem. Yeah, up top,
She pumped me up, and I was just
I agree, that's pretty weird.
Okay, well, maybe that's just me. But anyway, that passion, I met a guy that has been a chemical engineer for over 30 years. I met him the other day, and we were talking about like the research he's doing and things he's done in the past. And when we were talking, I saw that passion come out. Like both of us were just sitting there, just locked in conversation, so excited about semiconductors and machinery and things like that. And that passion carries through your entire career. And that's something that I think is really unique to engineers, is that passion and how much it carries and how you don't lose it. It's great. It's really cool.
What classes did you find more challenging? Is it the lower division or the upper division courses?
In my major,
Yeah.
the lower division. There was probability courses or circuits courses and power courses that I was just like, I don't like this part of electrical engineering. It's boring to me. I don't like it. I got a D in one class, and then I found what I loved, A, B's. So I would say that the middle division, some of the 300 level classes that every electrical engineer has to take, but it doesn't really pertain to what they want to specialize in. I didn't want to specialize in power. I didn't want to specialize in circuits. I wanted to specialize in communications and signal processing, which is a little different. But those classes I love going to. I love doing the labs for them. So
Were they hard or lack of interest, would you say?
lack of interest, complete lack of interest. I would start studying, a couple nights a week before the test, and I'm just like, I'll stop right here. This is good. And then I'll move on to, my signals and systems classes or my signal processing classes, and I'm just, am I sure I got this right? I'm going to redo this,
And because it's not easy, I think you have to love it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so challenging and it's so easy to just say, I'm giving up. But like if you really love it, you're not just going to give up on it.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
one
that,
thing, it's very hard for you as an undergrad to know at that time what's going to be useful to you later. And sometimes it won't even be the course content, but it might be the method or the methodologies used in those courses and how you process the information and how you learn that later is going to help you, that you don't know anything about. So what you just need to do is just use your discipline and say, okay, I'm going to get through this. This is just something I have to do. There's no use fighting it. But you see, you do that. And then you go to graduate school. You get to really choose the areas you want to be in. Victor's not going to have to take any more of those courses. Those areas.
I hope I never have to see circuits or power ever again.
But I think the most important part that we want to say is that, we're a support center for all of you guys. I know that all the challenges that we've met, we've overcome them because we've had people that are there with us day in, day out, that are in our fields or different fields. We don't want to make you guys feel like, oh, engineering is so tough, it's difficult. It's not. Look at these guys, and this is pretty much 100% of Med Center. Everybody's going to graduate school or working for industry. We're all success stories, and that's what we want to make you guys.